How rich is Kanye West? Well, Kanye West is worth more than $100 million, and that was before he jumped into a lake during a live performance. You might remember Kanye West for always being hella cheesed without any reason, or the time he almost fell asleep in the club. Born in Atlanta, Kanye moved to Chicago at just the age of 3. Before turning 5 he was already writing poetry, and loved to draw in his spare time. Kanye even moved to China with his mother, in an exchange program when he was only 10 years old. In grade 7, he began creating musical compositions, and convinced his mum to pay $25 an hour for studio time. Upon receiving a sampler as a gift when he turned 13, Kanye learned how to program beats from his close friends. During high school he produced several tracks on an album called Down to Earth, which dropped in 1996. A year later he attended Chicago's American Academy of Art on a scholarship, but shortly after transferred to the State University to study English. Realizing his potential in the music industry, Kanye West dropped out, and moved to New York City, where he was hired by Jay-Z. Kanye produced numerous songs for the Blueprint album, and even worked with Beyoncé, Janet Jackson and a handful of other artists. While gaining success as a producer, Kanye's ultimate goal was to become a rapper. Even though his lyrics were impressive, his physical style without the gangster persona did not appeal to big labels. Rockefeller feared their top producer would move on to another label, hence they signed Ye as an artist. 2 years later Kanye West released his debut album, The College Dropout. Although it was set to release much earlier, Kanye suffered a life-threatening accident which slowed the production. Nonetheless, when the album dropped, it was a commercial success to say the least, selling more than 4 million copies worldwide, winning a Grammy and earning Kanye $4.8 million in the process. A year later he followed up with his second studio album, Late Registration, selling 4.1 million copies, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard chart, and earning $3.9 million. Kanye West earned $3.7 million from the Graduation album, $2.3 million from Yeezus, and $1.2 million from The Life of Pablo. In 2004 Kanye West founded Good Music Records, which is home to designer, Tyga and John Legend. In 2009 he first collaborated with Nike to work on the Air Yeezy. During the same year he unveiled his shoe collection in partnership with Louis Vuitton. 3 years later Kanye released the second version of Air Yeezy, but the partnership with Nike was short-lived. In 2013 he made $10 million from his collaboration with Adidas, for what would become a groundbreaking moment in shoe wear. Kanye also earns a shit ton of cash from hit singles, making $1.3 million from Gold Digger, $1.6 million from Stronger, which sold 7 million copies, and $1.2 million from Heartless. Currently Kanye lives in LA, owns a $20 million Hollywood mansion, along with a $25 million penthouse in New York. Not to mention he owns a brand new Aventador, along with a Ferrari. Kanye West also charges $300,000 for a feature, and $700,000 for a night. Just a fun fact. Kanye and I have been friends for a few years. Whenever I hear about his rants on television, it is always your boy Alfred, who goes over to his crib, with an ounce of Blue Dream, and hangs with him until he calms the fuck down. In conclusion, Kanye West is making more money, getting more angry, and cancelling more shows than you and I combined. Don't forget to subscribe for more, because Kanye West and I are working on a new clothing line.